Hello everybody, this is Vital Buzz and welcome back to part 6 of my Minecraft adventure. And to begin with, I would like to apologise for the massive inconvenience for those that were looking forward to the live stream. And if you've been reading my notifications on Instagram, well, not Instagram, but Twitter and Facebook, you will see that the live stream feed was postponed until further notice, which is still the current state. And we will be doing a live stream at some stage, but unfortunately, for unforeseen circumstances, it has had to be postponed for another date. So, regrettably, there has been no live stream and no progress, which would have been yesterday. But what we will do is we will continue with the series with more episodes, and we'll see how far we get before we get to the stage where we will be able to do this live stream. So in today's video, I think we'll do a little bit of mining so that we can gather some resources and materials ready for construction of more buildings. And also, I'm thinking that we're going to need to probably set up a boundary, or at least the beginnings of a boundary, starting over at the edge of this mountain over here, where we're going to be building a castle wall, keeping us nice and secure and safe for any mobs entering within the compound or the confines. Is it confined space? Yeah, it's sort of like within the territory, within the boundary of our town, village. Yeah, it's not really going to be anything bigger than a town, is it, really, in all honesty? So, yeah, we'll do some mining in this video. We'll get some resources if we find any. We might need that and that. If we do find any copper, what on earth am I thinking? There is no copper in this game. This is me wishful thinking. We could be digging forever and never find any copper. What I meant to say was iron. If we find any iron, diamonds would be nice, redstone, etc. The usual typical blocks. It would be nice if we did have copper in this game. I'm thinking of Tekkit. That's my problem. I'm getting Tekkit withdrawal symptoms. Actually, we've got some seeds here as well. Because in the last video that we did, we stumbled across a village. For those that haven't watched the previous episode, which I recommend you do, go back and watch I think it was part 5, yeah. But it's always best to start from the beginning. We've got some golden horse armour, we've got some beetroot seeds, we've got some more seeds, we've got some berries as well. Beetroot, potatoes, and other things in general. So we're just going to stick everything in this chest. We're not going to need the iron ingots either. We might need a crafting table. We'll keep the bread on us. We're not going to need the shears or the stone axe. We've got an iron sword. Actually, you know what? We might make a spare bed. Actually, we have got a spare bed there. What on earth am I talking about? We've got cobblestone, the map's there. Also, we've managed to find a saddle as well, so we can at some stage go looking for some horses, which would be fantastic. So yeah, we can just leave that in the chest. We'll go to the crafting table. We'll make a few pickaxes, and we'll do some mining. Come to think of it, though, we may need 3 pieces of iron, won't we? So we can make an iron pickaxe. This is my thinking now. So we'll get 3 pieces of iron and make ourselves an iron pickaxe. And then we'll go venturing off down one of the caves and see what we can find. And at the same time, we can start talking about what other buildings we're going to be adding to this. It's a village at the moment. It's like a small, teeny tiny village with one house and a storage unit. Well, it's a storage house, we'll call it. So yeah, we need some more sticks, don't we? So we can make... Can we make a stone pickaxe? No, we can't because we don't have enough stone. Oh, I am so organised. It's untrue. And I don't have any more stone there either. We'll just mine some. We've got a stone pickaxe, so we're good. We're good to start off with. Have we got enough wood? Yes. We've got plenty of wood. We need some torches now as well. 14 torches, is that enough? No, we'll make 34. And then we'll make some more sticks, and then we're definitely ready to rock and roll. Is it getting dark? No, not yet. Hopefully it'll be fine. We won't get too many mobs spawning about all over the place. And that'll leave us to mine at our heart's content. We won't go down that way. And we'll have a little venture down into this ward-off area that I secured. Although we could do with probably a few torches out here, in all honesty. So I'm thinking of actually turning this into something as well. I think I mentioned it in a previous episode before as well, that we could perhaps incorporate this space here so that you can work your way up into the castle that we're going to be building on top of this this mountain. But I've not properly explored the area, so I don't exactly know where this takes you to. But I would sure love to find out exactly where it leads to. So we'll go and do a little bit of exploring, and we'll do some digging as well. So there we go. We'll just get this cobble up. We've got some coal down here as well, so that's a good thing. And we'll just continue mining. Picking up some resources for the next 10 or 15 minutes. And do some exploring. Where does this lead? Ah, okay. This is interesting. So, yes. Buildings as such. The live stream, I was hoping we were going to get quite a bit done so that it'd leave us in a good position for the next episode that I'd do a recording of. But unfortunately, we've already gone through it. It's not happened. Which plans do change from time to time, inevitably. So, excuse me, we'll just have to rethink our strategy going forward. So I will try my very best to churn out a few more videos so that we can make up for the disappointment of what would have been let's say about 3 or 4 hours worth of content with the live stream. But, you know, it is what it is. It can't be helped. We'll just make do or make best of a situation. I won't say it's a bad situation. We'll just call it a situation, which is what it is. So, yeah, we've lit this area up now. So we'll just continue with our exploration. Pick up this coal here. So, building-wise, round where the house that we've built, I'm thinking we've got a nice little lake, if you haven't already seen it. And perhaps we could build like a nice little fishing hut there. And that can be somewhere where we can gather fish if we want to do a bit of fishing. Important food source, I'd say. But also, the main reason why I want to be gathering this cobblestone is so that, what I've already explained in the beginning of this episode, we want to start laying out the foundations of the castle walls that is going to protect us from any mobs, pillagers, enemies, anything that decides to cause havoc, basically. So we need to be prepared. We've come to the end. So at least we know where this leads to. So what I suppose we could do is just dig up this cobblestone on this level here, so that we get a couple of stacks gathered. Because, you know, you always need cobble for something. And we have an abundance of cobblestone, and it looks like coal as well, so we're not going to be short of any of those items. So that's all okay. But the castle walls and the castle design itself, I don't want to build something that looks too basic. or even for my standards, with the level of complexity that I and depth and detail that I go into my buildings, I want to push myself a little bit more in this series with my my building skills. We've actually broke our pickaxe, so I will be going the extra mile, I suppose you could say, 110%, pushing myself, my creative skills to the next level, in making something truly spectacular. That is what I'm wanting to achieve. We're looking for, ladies and gentlemen, the wow factor. That is what we're aiming for. Something that is just going to blow people's minds, like, wow. I wish I could build something like that. Well, to be fair, I wish I could build something like that myself. But you know what I'm saying? It's just going to really blow people's imaginations, and also it'll inspire others into creating designs, something similar themselves. Oh, got the map up there. Let's have a quick look at it. Yeah, we've still got a bit of exploring to do. Maybe we could do that in a future video, perhaps. There's nothing stopping us. There's plenty of time. This series is going to be going on and on and on and on for as long as possible. And we will be doing quite a bit, although probably progress will be slower than most Minecraft series that people do. Because in all fairness to them and in respect to them, they probably have other things on their agenda that they need to get on with, so maybe they can't quite invest as much time as they'd like to in a series. Not saying that they don't, but for me personally, I would like to take my time going through all these videos so that you can actually see more or less most of the stuff, most of the things that are happening. It's night time, so should we go to bed? Yeah, let's go to sleep and wait till daytime, because it is difficult to see what time of day it is when you're underground digging. But it looks like that's leading outside somewhere. Let's have a look. Yeah. I think I know where this leads to. Yeah, it does. It leads to the background here. So at least we know where this tunnel leads to, where it goes from and to. So I might actually seal this off eventually. Because we're not going to need it. Because the main entrance that I want to use is this one here. This big wall. But don't worry, this is a temporary wall here that we've got up. We are going to change it and make it something a lot more complex than what it actually is. That was just to wall off from any potential mobs spawning and attacking us when we least expect it. So put female torches up, that's fine. So we've got plenty of work to be getting on with, a lot of projects, a lot of work to do. There's going to be mining and all sorts of things that's going off. So again, there are going to be plenty of opportunities where we'll be doing live streams. And there's going to be plenty of building and exploring as well. This series is probably going to run into the hundreds of videos. Because it may go on for a good number of years, perhaps. Well, I'd like to think it'd go on for a good number of years. But you never know. You know, we'll just take it from there and just see what happens. Ooh, got a spider. Piece of string. Always comes in handy. For bows and fishing rods and one thing and another, because we were talking about fishing actually. How much stone have we got? We've got 2 stacks, nearly 3 stacks of cobble. So should we dig another 10 pieces of cobblestone? And that'll give us 3 stacks. I think that'll be enough. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why not? We'll do that. And 1 piece. Because one thing that I'm probably going to need to build and set up just to keep myself on track with everything so that I don't end up starting several projects and not finishing everyone off is have a to-do board. because I need a map board somewhere as well, where we've completed exploring one map. So this is map 0, so all the other maps that will follow on after that, all the ones that are completed will have a board of the entire world so that we can see where everything is. And I'm even thinking about actually breaking it down even further than that and doing another board with a single map on it, and then having a chest next to it with some coordinates of various points of interest for things for you to see and do, or things for me in particular, or us. We'll call it us. Things for us to see and do. So right, we had 3 stacks of cobble, which is good. We've got a piece of string there, which is fantastic. We've got a spider eye there. This is just going to end up being a general junk chest until I can actually organise that, which kind of defeats the whole point of actually building this storage house, because I do actually need to start building some more chests and barrels so that we can actually start putting things in here. So maybe that can be one of those things that I do offline so that it doesn't bore everyone too much. Actually, do I have any? No, I don't. We'll get some saplings. We'll plant some trees. Ah, here they are. Oak saplings. How many are we going to need? We'll place 8 down for the time being. We'll spread them out nearby, and then we can chop them down as and when we need them, and I can use the wood to make some chests and barrels, so that I can store everything in properly, so that we have a little bit of order to this world. Hate it when everything's disorganised. I'm more of an organised person, me. I try to be organised. I won't say that I'm obsessed with organisation, but I find that routine, everything having its own place, it helps me. It certainly helps me remember where everything is, and it cleanses my mind as well. Hold on a second. There we go. Sorry about that. I'll just trying to do something at the same time as talking to you, because I've never really been for one that can multitask. I've never been a multitasker. I wish I can, but unfortunately I'm not. So yeah, just to basically round this episode off, because it's not really been a fun one. We've done a little bit of mining. We've got a couple of stacks of cobblestone, explored where that cavern leads to, so at least we know where that goes, which is good. We'll have a look at here, this little area here, where we could build our little fishing hut. So you can see here we've got a lake, which doesn't really go anywhere. No, doesn't go anywhere. So I'm thinking of building a hut here, somewhere, and then we can do some fishing. Actually, can we actually make a fishing rod? Do we have the right materials to make a fishing rod? We do have 2 pieces of string, and we've got plenty of sticks. So let's do a little bit of fishing, shall we? Why not? Yeah, string's in here. String, make a fishing rod, and do some fishing while we talk about this hut that we're building. There we go. Don't need that poppy. Put that there. So, yes, I think maybe in the next video we'll build the fishing hut. I'll chop the wood down from the trees that are growing as well. So we'll do some prep work that's ready. Hopefully as well the cobblestone will be ready for us to start marking out the boundaries of the wall. That can be for the follow-on episode after we build the fishing hut. I might make that an extra long episode actually, so that we get it done, so that it's finished, rather than trying to split it and do it over 2 or 3 episodes. We'll try and get it done in one. And I'll get everything prepped as best as I can so that you can see that being done. And then we'll we'll start marking out the foundations for the castle walls that's going to go around our town. So at least we've got a little bit of protection from any mobs outside of the world, because we're surrounded by all these trees, so I'm going to need to work out roughly where this boundary line's going to be, because I might chop a few more trees down just to give us a little bit more room for building, or I just might build it up to the line. I think I might take a layer, probably one row of trees out, so that we could probably build around here as well. So I will be doing a lot of chopping down off camera, and we can actually hopefully use some of that wood as well. Hopefully we'll get another bite. So what we're picking up, we're picking up raw cod. Raw cod's on the menu at the moment, so we'll store them somewhere, preferably when we build the fishing hut. So yeah, it will be in the next video. Yeah, so it's not really been an exciting episode. It's sort of been filling in everything that that needs to be said, the live stream, and also what I was planning on doing for the live stream, which is essentially what we're going to be doing in these episodes now, building the fishing hut, making the castle walls, because I'm going to need a lot of stone, and chopping trees down. So yeah, all makes for very interesting videos. So of course, if you have any suggestions, if you want to see me do something else, or you want to see me do anything in particular, you can always leave a comment on the video. That's completely optional as well. But I think we'll wrap things up here. Like I said, I will get some prep work done so that we are ready for building and completing the fishing hut over there. I know what design I'm going to be doing, so we can just get straight to that and then start planning forward also for building the castle walls. So once again, if you've enjoyed somehow watching this video, I'm apologising it's not been the most entertaining of videos for you, but hopefully the next one and the one after that will be a lot more exciting than this. So once again, hit the like button. It goes a long way into helping the channel, and it is much appreciated in the series. And if you would also like to subscribe to the channel to follow more of my series and any of my other videos that I do, please feel free to do so. Otherwise, all I have left to say for you guys is thank you once again for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next part of my Minecraft adventure. Take care, guys, and keep buzzing!